All right, so you ready to dive into Glory Collision 7?
Oh, yeah, December 7th.
Gotta mark those calendars.
Big one.
Gelredome Arnhem is going to be absolutely electric.
Definitely.
We have gotten a ton of requests to break down this card.
Yeah,
And
it's stacked.
it's not just the main event that has everyone buzzing.
You're right about that.
Okay, so
This card is top to bottom.
yes.
But yeah, let's be honest. The heavyweight title fight, Verhoeven versus Rigters, that's the main course.
For sure, you've got Rico Verhoeven,
Yeah,
the reigning king of the division,
champ.
a multiple-time champ with the legacy on the line.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Levi Rigters, he's not just some random challenger. He's earned the #1 contender spot.
Yeah.
And his recent wins, let's just say Verhoeven can't afford to underestimate him.
No, he can't. And I think what's so fascinating about this matchup is how Rigters' fighting style might match up against Verhoeven.
Okay.
We've seen Rigters use aggressive forward pressure, really targeting the body with those kicks.
Right.
That could be a problem for Verhoeven, who's more calculated, more technical.
Okay.
If Rigters can disrupt Verhoeven's rhythm, turn it into a brawl, well, that could change the whole complexion of the fight.
See, this is what I love.
Yeah.
It's that classic clash of styles, right?
Yeah.
The seasoned veteran versus the hungry up-and-comer.
Absolutely.
You always hear about these potential upsets, but Rigters, he's got the tools to make it a reality.
Right.
But, okay, you know how we roll on the deep dive?
We dig deep.
We're all about uncovering those hidden gems, and trust me, Collision 7 is packed with intriguing matchups beyond the main event.
For sure. And actually, we've got another title fight on our hands.
Oh.
Light heavyweight division.
Okay.
So Donata Sabana, the #1 contender, is looking to dethrone the champ, Sergej Masloboyev.
Okay.
Again, you've got that same dynamic, that hunger to shake things up.
It's like a mirror image of the main event, right?
Yeah.
Two champions with targets on their back.
Sure.
Two contenders ready to seize their moment. Man, I would hate to be in either of those champions' shoes. The pressure is on.
Yeah.
But that's what makes these fights so gripping.
Right.
Now let's talk about some of these undercard bouts, because believe me, there are some potential fight of the night contenders working here.
Absolutely. Well, in the light heavyweight division, we've got a clash of styles that I'm really interested in.
Oh, tell me more.
Caceres ranked 4th, going up against Toure, who's currently sitting at #7.
Okay.
Now, don't let the rankings fool you.
Okay.
Toure is known for his knockout power,
Yeah.
and one well-placed shot could change the entire fight.
Ooh, I love that, the classic puncher's chance.
Right?
Caceres might be the higher-ranked fighter, but Toure's got that equalizer.
Right.
That ability to end the fight in an instant. Now, that's what I call must-see TV.
Yeah.
And speaking of exciting matchups, we've got a catchweight bout at 75 kilograms. That has me really intrigued. Ozcan versus Smiley.
Yeah, catchweight fights are always interesting. For those unfamiliar, it's basically where fighters agree to compete outside of their usual weight classes.
Okay.
And this one could be a real chess match.
Ooh.
You got Ozcan, who usually fights at middleweight, known for his speed and agility,
Sure.
going up against Smiley, a natural welterweight who could pack some serious power at this weight.
So we could see Ozcan using his speed to outmaneuver Smiley.
Right.
Or Smiley could be looking for that one big shot to end the night early.
Exactly.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's so fun about these catchweight bouts. You've got these fighters stepping outside of their comfort zones,
Yeah.
Maybe showcasing different aspects of their game.
Right.
It's a chance for them to really turn heads and shake up the rankings.
Exactly. Like, imagine if Smiley pulls off the upset against Ozcan.
Right.
Suddenly he's on everyone's radar in the welterweight division, maybe even looking at a future title shot.
Yeah.
Speaking of shaking up the rankings, we've got another light heavyweight showdown on this card. Chroma versus Trevetyanin. Now, this one might not be grabbing headlines like the other matchups,
Right.
but it's got that underdog story that I always find compelling.
Yeah, you got Chroma coming in at #9 in the rankings.
Yeah.
And Trevetyanin isn't currently ranked.
Right. Yeah.
Don't let that fool you. This is a dangerous fight for Chroma.
Okay.
Trevetyanin is coming off a big win. He's hungry to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
And stepping into the ring with a ranked opponent like Chroma, that's his opportunity to make a statement.
It's like a high-risk, high-reward situation for both guys, right?
Absolutely.
Chroma needs to win to maintain his spot in the rankings, maybe even move up.
Yeah.
Well, Trevetyanin, a win here could catapult him up the ladder, put him on the map.
Right.
You can bet he's going to leave it all in the ring.
Absolutely. And this is why I love these Glory Collision events.
Yeah.
They're not just about the main event. They're about these kinds of matchups, these potential turning points in fighters' careers.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's not just the light heavyweights bringing the heat. We've got a middleweight bout that could steal the show.
Oh, yeah.
Ozgoglian versus Degir.
Ozgoglian, he's a name you should know.
Yes.
He's currently ranked 3rd in the division and has been on a tear recently.
Yeah, he's definitely been knocking on the door of a title shot.
Exactly. So for Degir, who's coming into this fight unranked, this is a huge opportunity.
Talk about pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Ozgoglian needs a win to stay in title contention,
Right.
while Degir has everything to gain. Man, I am so pumped for this fight.
Me too. And, you mentioned earlier how these events are about those career-defining moments.
Yeah.
And this fight embodies that perfectly.
For sure. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've got the epic heavyweight title fight,
Right.
2 more championship bouts,
Yep.
and a stacked undercard with potential upsets and breakout performances as we get closer to fight night. What should we be paying attention to, besides the obvious?
Yeah, well, for me, it's always interesting to watch the pre-fight interviews and the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
You can often get a sense of the fighters' mindsets, how they're feeling physically and mentally going into the bout.
It's all about those subtle cues, right? Like, is a fighter looking confident, or are they trying to hide some nerves?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those moments give you a glimpse into their headspace.
Exactly.
Are they laser focused, or are there cracks in the facade?
Right.
I always find myself hanging on every word, trying to read between the lines.
Yeah, and you can sometimes pick up on hints about their game plan, too.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe a fighter is emphasizing their speed and agility or their power.
Okay.
It's like a chess match before the chess match.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Speaking of strategy, we've been talking a lot about potential upsets.
Yeah.
But there's always a chance the favorites come out on top, right?
Absolutely.
Verhoeven could silence the doubters. Masloboyev could solidify his reign. The contenders could crumble under pressure.
Right, and that's the beauty of this sport.
Yeah.
You never truly know what's going to happen until those fighters step into the ring.
You're right about that.
We analyze, we speculate,
Right.
we make our predictions.
As you all this.
But ultimately, it comes down to those moments of truth inside the ropes.
Those moments where instincts take over, where heart and determination collide with skill and strategy.
Right.
It's electric.
It is, there's nothing quite like experiencing a glory collision event.
So for anyone listening who might be thinking, okay, I'll check out the main event, Verhoeven versus Rigters, and then call it a night, you are missing out.
Yeah.
This entire card from top to bottom is stacked with potential for fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Don't sleep on the underdogs.
No.
One fight, one round can change the entire trajectory of a fighter's career.
That's true.
We could see new champions, crowned rankings, shattered some of those I was there moments that have fans talking for years to come.
Okay, so to sum it up, Glory Collision 7, it's not just an event, it's an experience.
It is.
Clear your schedule, gather your friends, get ready for a night of nonstop action, and hey, once you've witnessed the dust settle at Gelredome Arnhem, come back here. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions, your takeaways.
Yeah, Clint.
We'll be diving deep into the aftermath, analyzing every punch, kick, and knockout.
For sure.
Until then, keep those gloves up.